Good evening, Lizzie boys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we've got some Monster High news to discuss. It's honestly somewhat major stuff. It's not as major as like a whole new line that's fully finished for us to look at, but it is a lot of sculpt work, and it's always fun to look at sculpts because it gives us an idea of what's coming next. So we've got some shoes, as well as bodies to look at, and also a playset description that I've been meaning to include in a video, but keep forgetting to. So basically, we're catching up with stuff I haven't covered. So with that said, let us begin. We'll start with the playset thing. So this is Draculaura's secret potion room. I'm guessing the name of it comes from a listing that was found somewhere. So it reads that a new about 13-inch tall playset is going to be coming out in spring of 2025. It's unclear if a doll will be included or if it's going to be doll scaled whatsoever, but it will include a table, stool, and a secret door. The main play features revolve around a cauldron that hides 3 surprises. There's also a spellbook and a candle, which feature their own unspecified surprises. So this was found by Girlies and Ghouls, as well as someone else, but I got this from a repost account, so I'm not sure who the original poster is. I'm going to assume it's probably seeingmount from Reddit. They have a lot of news, so I'm going to assume it's from them. But yeah, the potion room sounds like something that would have to include a doll, because I can't see anybody buying this unless it comes with a doll. The fact that it's 13 inches tall, though, that's about the height or taller than a Monster High doll. So it could also just be like a big cauldron thing that kids are supposed to play with. I'm not sure. It would be cool if it included a doll, though. I feel like it should. I mean, Mattel never skips an opportunity to include a Draculaura doll in a line, so I definitely don't think they would release a playset for Draculaura without a Draculaura doll. Although they did do that in G1, but that's because G1 was actually adventurous with which characters they include in each line, and we didn't end up with like 400 Draculauras because she was in all of them. Next up, I wanted to talk more about the Monster High Buried Secrets line. So I've discussed this before, as well as Jennifier's doll. Both of these things are actually relevant for this video, but basically this assortment of bodies was found, I believe, on Taobao or some adjacent selling website that gets factory stock. So these are the bodies for the line. This picture is low quality, but it kind of zooms in on the bodies. But here is slightly better quality. The 2 bodies off to the left, I believe, are from the Barbie Dream Besties line. If you guys don't remember, the Dream Besties have these proportions. The legs look very similar, so I'm going to assume it's Dream Besties Ken and Daisy, who are the upcoming dolls from that collection. But when it comes to the other bodies, those are definitely Monster High bodies. You can tell just from the way the torsos are shaped, as well as their longer necks. It's obvious, you know? So these bodies are going to be fully unarticulated, except for, like, the hands. The hands have wrist articulation. I believe the reason for that is so it's easy to remove their clothing. But yeah, they don't have knee joints. They don't have elbow joints. They do have shoulder and hip joints, so they have like the basic points of articulation in addition to the wrist joints, but like, why add a wrist joint if you're going to make the rest of the body unarticulated? It just doesn't make sense to me. It's just bizarre. But yeah, in this we can see Cleo's body, which I believe is the gray one with blue arms and red hands right next to the Barbie body. So we're still on the left side of the image. Then we move right next to that with the red legs and pink-armed body. I want to say that one is going to be the standard sculpt, so most likely that's going to be like a Claudine/Laguna body. Although if it's Laguna, there's no fins, so most likely it's not Laguna, but you know, it's like the standard body sculpt, you know? Like, we can tell the one next to that is Cleo because of the larger thighs and the more small cinched waist. Those are like 2 parts of Cleo that we can always identify, you know? Although I don't see the sculpted bandages on that body, so who knows, it might not even be Cleo's at all. And then the shortest body with the widest figure is obviously Draculaura. That's her proportions. I'm not surprised Draculaura's in the line, she's in all of them. And then right next to her we have 2 Frankie bodies. their leg is a different color from the rest of the leg, so, you know, like their prosthetic. So possibly Frankie's prosthetic will either still be articulated or maybe removable in some way. I'm not sure. So that'll be interesting to see. And then on the end, we have another Draculaura body. So these dolls come from the Buried Secrets line. So it says here that it was expected 4 characters would be a part of the line, and they would all come with 5 additional accessories. It would be a brand new reveal line with 12.7-inch packaging, fashion doll sized, and will launch in spring of 2025 for $15 each. So this is a super budget line. The characters don't have their usual articulation, so I'm not sure what this means. I just think it's kind of strange to suddenly make such a big budget cut line like this, especially when G3 seems to be doing well. Like, whenever I go to the stores, they are flying off the shelves, it seems like. So, yeah, I'm not sure what to think. I definitely want to see what this line looks like before passing any final judgments or making any assumptions about, oh, it's the end of Monster High, because I don't think it is. I hope it's not. I've been really enjoying G3. But yeah, we don't know until we see more, and this is all we have for now. So we also have this new pair of shoes. I got this from Girlies and Ghouls, but it was found by an account called Ray J. I don't know how to pronounce it, but their username's on the screen, and it looks like what could potentially be shoes for Jennifer in a potential Sculptimate Secrets Series 6. I think it would be really nice for Jennifer to get another doll, because as you guys know, we are getting a Jennifer doll. She's going to be about 11.5 to 12 inches tall, meaning she's going to be taller than usual, because Monster High dolls are typically, I want to say 10 to 11 inches tall, so making her almost 12 inches tall, almost a foot tall, she's bigger than normal, which is pretty cool. So we're a year and a half out from her release, so we don't know much more, but we have seen her shoe sculpt, so that's why it's confirmed that we're going to be getting her next year, because her shoe sculpt has been floating around. But now we have this new shoe sculpt for her. So this could possibly be from a secondary release, which would be really good. I really like G3 Jennifer. I like Jennifer in general, so I would definitely like to see another doll of hers. And the final thing I wanted to bring up was this hand sculpt. So this is the hand sculpt that is being used for Enid from the Wednesday dolls. And I just think it's interesting because this is an Ever After High hand, but with elongated nails. This is the Ever After High hand sculpt. Monster High had its own hand sculpt that was shaped like this, but it wasn't exactly the same. This is an Ever After High hand. It's a very minor difference between the two sculpts, but basically the Monster High hand had a slightly more, the 2 fingers that are, stuck together were lowered compared to the rest of the hand, and then here they're all level with each other. That's how Ever After High hands looked. So, yeah, they're modifying the Ever After High hands and using it for the Wednesday dolls. I don't know what this means, but the fact that they're using the Ever After High hand sculpt again is certainly a slap in the face. I want Ever After High back. Give it back to me. So yeah, that's about everything I wanted to talk about in the video. The Buried Secrets line is bizarre, but also interesting to me. Not in a positive way. I don't want there to be budget G3 lines, because so far they've been doing really well. The most budget dolls we had gotten were the Day Out dolls, which were about $3 more expensive than this Buried Secrets line is going to be, and the only articulation those dolls lost was the additional chest joint. So, I'm not sure how making a new body sculpt like this, with no articulation except for the wrists, is saving them money, because again, they could just make more budget lines like the Day Out collection. They just need them to be more widely available. Because, they had the Scaradice Island dolls. Once again, those do not have the chest joint either. But they're cheaper, they were $18. And nowadays they're on sale for $8. So instead of doing this and making it super gimmicky, coming with reveal lines, reveal packaging and stuff, They could just make more budget lines like Day Out and Scared Island. It seems better than this, basically. As for the shoes, again, I would really like a second release for Jennifer. I want a second release for all the characters who don't have one yet. So, you know, we're getting one for Venus, but then we're gonna need one for Caddy, we're gonna need one for Spectra, we're gonna need one for the Werecat twins. You know, like, they've got a lot of characters to work with. They could even make second versions of the boys, like Claude, Heath. Maybe give us a new Deuce. It's been years since his last doll. He got 3 at the beginning, and then they just kind of dropped him. I think they killed Deuce. I think Deuce is dead. And I'm not even going to talk about this again because it annoys me. Where are my Ever After High collector dolls? It was their 10th anniversary last year, and we got nothing, Mattel. It's cruel. Also, I still don't know what this is going to be. It'd be cool if it was something that came with a doll. You know, like we could get a cute little witchy Draculaura or something with a cauldron, but it could also just be a stupid, like, thing for little kids to play with, and, like, they flip out the secrets and they're like, whoa, I'm 2 years old, you know? But yeah, my hater tendencies aside, that's everything I wanted to cover in this video. So yeah, in the comments, feel free to let me know what you guys are most excited for. I'm most excited for Jennifer. I think most people are going to be. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the new budget bodies that have been found, and yeah, as always, I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!